say that let's call it the anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish positions that Luther took, was that purely theological? Was there a political aspect to it? Was there a racial aspect to it at some point?
Yeah, it is a crude mixture of very different aspects, and I think there's what I call, so to say, a pre-modern version of racism as well. We have positions, and there are some sentences Luther had really written or spoken, who go in the direction that Jewish people belong to a certain type of mankind who is unconvertible, for instance. Yeah, you can do what you want, and baptizing Jewish people does not really lead to the ability or the possibility to Christianize them. And this is, so to say, a position which is in Christian theology simply heretic, because the difference between Christians and Jewish people had been simply the baptism and nothing else. So, of course, the first Christians were Jewish people or came from Judaism. So it is impossible to. What I would say is there's a late medieval or pre-modern form of racism which does not really belong or is not connected to biological concepts, which of course came up in 18th century. And the modern form of racism we know is a biological constructed form. But what I would say, there are pre-forms of it, and Luther participated in them and was dependent on it. And on the other hand, of course, there were lots of theological motives, mostly coming from his interpretation of the Apostle Paul, and the idea that Jewish people are representatives of a form of religion which Luther identifies by justification on doing works and, so to say, self-justification.